This is the time that we share with our children, our special service. If there's any children, please come on up. Don't be afraid. Good morning.
Good morning.
And what is your name?
Ryan.
Ryan, thank you for coming.
Eden.
Eden, do you know Ryan?
He's my little brother.
And your name?
Brian.
Thank you for coming, Brian. What is your name?
Mayan.
Good morning. Thank you for coming. And what is your name?
Lucy.
Hello, Lucy. Thank you for coming. Now, what I like for us to do today, what I'm going to share, I'm going to go over heaven's beautiful place and what it looks like. And I have pictures for us to see, and we'll go over it together because we want you to know exactly one of the reasons that we're here and why we come to worship and fellowship together. Now our topic is God's beautiful place. Now when Jesus lived on earth, he told his disciples about heaven. He called it my Father's house. And he said there were many beautiful mansions there. A mansion is a large, beautiful home. Heaven is larger and more beautiful than any home. Do you see that there? See that, Mike? So we want to just give everyone an idea of what heaven is. Now, one of the things that Jesus said was that I go to prepare a place for you. And I will come again and receive you to myself. Now, Jesus did go to heaven, and after he arose from the dead, while his disciples watched, Jesus was taken up, and a cloud received him right out of their sight. See, this is Jesus going up to heaven. You see that? Now, since then, Christians have remembered Jesus' promise to come back and get them. Now, Jesus said that he would return, and at least expected it. But what Christians who died before him, what happens to them? Now, the Bible said they go straight to be with Jesus. To be absent from the body is to be present with God. See this? So everyone before Jesus, they're all in the same place in heaven, right by Jesus. Now, the last book in the Bible is called Revelation, and it tells what a wonderful heaven and a wonderful place it is. Now, the most wonderful thing in a very special way is God's home, and God is everywhere, but his throne is in heaven. If you see that, that shows his throne there right in heaven. So that's where he is. Now all the angels and all the heavenly beings worship God in heaven. So do all God's people. There have been many songs. Some of the hymns we sing because we love God and we want him to know that we're here to worship him. And that's why we have songs. Now the last pages of the Bible shows that heaven is full of jewels and precious stones, and the foundations are sparkling, and it's a wonderful place to be. Each of the gates are pearly, and sometimes you hear where it says the pearly gates of heaven. Did you see that? It's everywhere you can see. And that's why we come here on Sunday to learn about Jesus, learn about God and how we should act and conduct ourselves throughout life. Now, in heaven, you have everything from beautiful trees, gold sidewalks, and angels singing. Yeah, a lot of movies are made based on heaven. Do you see that? You're right. Now, even the animals in heaven are different. They are all tame and friendly. The wolves, the lambs, they all feed together. Even the mighty lions, they eat right alongside all the animals. No animal attacks any other animal. They all live in harmony, all of the animals. Now, in heaven, you don't have to worry about having locked doors. There are no bad things happening there. There are no mean words at all. None of that's allowed in heaven. Everybody is glad to be in the glory of God. One of the good things in heaven, there's no more tears. Sometimes here we cry about different things. Do you cry a lot?
Sometimes.
It's okay. But in heaven, there are no tears because we're with our God. And in heaven, he wipes away all tears. And finally, there is no more death in heaven. God's people will be forever with the Lord. There's no more sorrow, no more sickness. Have you been sick lately?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you feel better now? Well, in heaven, there is no sickness and no sorrow. No funerals, and everybody is happy forever. Now, when you think about these things, think about why you're here in Sunday school to learn these things and what we're trying to go and where we're trying to be. Okay? What have you learned from this?
God would create all of the world.
You're right. You're right. And I didn't think you were listening. Well, thank you all for attending, and you can now go to your Sunday school class.